Hello everyone, back to today's third video. So we've already done the Gaz Sunday roundup, and we've had, we've released our first look at the autumn in terms of analogues, and you can find both of those updates and videos on the homepage. The analogues update will also be placed on the autumn updates page as well, with a written report that'll be placed there this evening. So this is our third video of the day, and it's Stormwatch. We've got some hot weather coming up again in the next couple of days, and it looks like we get a thundery breakdown once again as we go through later Tuesday and into Wednesday. So that's what we're going to focus on for today's third video. Starting with the facts charts from the UK Met Office. This will be human interpretation of the models by the forecasters at the UK Met Office. This is the facts chart for midnight on Tuesday, when you see we're within an area of high pressure, but we have got a warm front here in the south that's introducing behind it very hot air pushing up out of France. That warm front continues to move northwards during the course of Tuesday. It may bring a band of cloud northwards with it. Behind it will turn very hot, humid, oppressive air coming out of France behind that warm front. Temperature could well be rising to around 28 degrees, perhaps a bit more down in the south on Tuesday afternoon. This is midnight on Wednesday. That warm front carries on moving northwards, and then low pressure is forming behind it within that hot, humid, unstable air, and that's where the thundery breakdown is going to come from, this area of low pressure drifting up behind the warm front within the hot, humid air. This is midday on Wednesday, when we're in a very unstable air mass by this point. We've got an occlusion lying across northern England and Scotland that could be producing some heavy rain or thunderstorms. And we've got this cold front across Ireland, and that cold front is going to introduce much cooler and fresher air late Wednesday and into Thursday. So this is the fact chart for midday Thursday, when that cold front then is pushing away from the eastern side of the country, and then we're back into a much cooler, fresher Atlantic airstream, with the air coming in from the northern part of the Atlantic Ocean. So it's only a couple of days of hot weather Tuesday, Wednesday, but it will be really quite significantly warmer than average again down in the south. So this is how the GFS is picking things up for Tuesday. So this is midday on Tuesday, when again high pressure is dominating. It's to the east of the country, withdrawing up its hot southerly southeasterly flow. We know we've got a warm front drifting northwards, introducing that heat and humidity, and there's an area of low pressure developing around the Bay of Biscay. Look at the upper air temperatures, very warm upper air temperatures across the country, but hot air is coming out of northern France and heading up in towards southern parts of England. The model is seeing a mostly dry day on Tuesday itself, although by the end of the afternoon some thunderstorms could be breaking out through the Channel and affecting southwestern parts of England, but otherwise a lot of dry weather during the course of Tuesday. There is Cape and lifted down in the south and southwest, indicator that if those showers get going late Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening in the far south southwest, they could well be containing lightning and thunder. It's a hot day in the south. The model suggests temperatures of 26 degrees, but as I would have thought, you could lift that at least to 28, maybe a little bit higher. That's into the low 80s Fahrenheit. Then we move through the course of Tuesday night, and we push this area of low pressure up from the south and the southwest within this hot, humid, unstable air mass. So this is the precipitation forecast at midnight on Wednesday, where you see we've got showers breaking out across central and southern parts of England and Wales. Some quite dark blue colours there, indicating some heavy rain, heavy outbreaks of thundery rain possible through the Channel and again down in the far southwest. It gets more widespread in the early hours of Wednesday, so you could have some night storms here on Tuesday night into Wednesday morning across England and Wales. Could be some very exciting flashes of lightning lighting up the night sky. Notice Scotland and Northern England not yet getting the storms at 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. It's mostly focused on England and on Wales. There is Cape and lifted indicating that there is still the risk of lightning and thunder within those showers and storms. Through the course of Wednesday, those storms trundle northwards through the morning across northern England, heading up into southern parts of Scotland. It turns drier behind it, no doubt very sultry and oppressive as well behind those thunderstorms down in the south. That's how things are looking at 6 o'clock in the evening on Wednesday, with those storms pushing up in towards Scotland. That area of rain across Northern Ireland and stretching down the Irish Sea, that's the cold front that I showed you on the facts chart that's going to push across the country overnight Wednesday into Thursday, clear off all of that heat and humidity, turn things much cooler and fresher. Cape and lifted is looking like this during the course of Wednesday afternoon. So there is still Cape across the country. Highest levels are across northern parts of England, perhaps. So still the risk of lightning and thunder during the course of Wednesday. There's the upper air temperatures for 6 o'clock in the evening on Wednesday. And it's still hot. We're still in a hot air mass, especially so in the east. There's the cooler and fresher air behind that cold front heading in towards Ireland. And there's the temperatures. Now, the model is still seeing temperatures across eastern parts of the country into the mid-20s Celsius. It all depends on timing with this, how quickly that cold front, the cooler, fresher air gets across the country. But potentially it could be quite a bit hotter than that, I think, in the southeast during the course of Wednesday. Might be one of those days where the highest temperatures occur, say, late morning or over lunch, and when it begins to freshen up a bit through the course of the afternoon. But I think for the south and southeast, it's like to be very sultry day on Wednesday. The cooler, fresher air doesn't look like it's really getting in until Wednesday evening and overnight Wednesday into Thursday. By the time you get through to Thursday, well, now we are firmly in a westerly air mass, much cooler, fresher air. There's the upper air temperature showing a significant reduction in the temperature as the heat and humidity is getting shoved off into continental parts of Europe. There's the temperatures for Thursday. We're down into the low 20s or the upper teens Celsius. Will feel much cooler and fresher if you don't like the heat. So that's the GFS. This is the high resolution Perche one. Because it's all 2 or 3 days away, it's still outside the time frame of a lot of the high res ones. We haven't got Euro 4 yet, but this is from France. It's from Meteo France, Perche precipitation forecast from the weatheroutlook.com. You can find a link to Weather Outlook on the linked page. This is how precipitation is looking at midday on Tuesday. Loads of dry weather at that point as we run through the course of Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening. There's those showers and storms starting to break out through the channel down into the southwest. Otherwise, it's just a mostly dry, very warm or hot day during the course of Tuesday. Overnight, Tuesday to Wednesday, that band of thundery rain, probably thunderstorms, is pushing north. This is 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, where you see we have got a distinct line of showers, possibly thunderstorms, drifting northwards across much of England and Wales. So it could be a noisy old night across England and Wales on Tuesday night. And unlike the other thundery breakdowns that we've had recently, these storms and showers are even being forecast to get over in towards the eastern side, so through parts of East Anglia, even southeastern England, looks like it's seeing some precipitation. Not intense rainfall, you have to say. It doesn't look particularly torrential rain, but of course, it's a little way off, and the model might be underplaying the rainfall potential. So certainly precipitation pushing northwards with Perche during the course of Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Through the course of Wednesday morning, most storms carry on drifting northwards in towards northern England. They are dying out, though, as they get up towards northern England and Scotland, certainly easing intensity. And there's the cold front then heading in towards northern parts of Ireland. That's probably more persistent rain rather than anything particularly thundery. Now, Perche does want to develop some more showers, maybe thunderstorms, during the course of Wednesday afternoon to Wednesday evening. GFS didn't really show this, but there's definitely some precipitation there through parts of Wales, southwest England, the Midlands to central southern England during the course of Wednesday afternoon. Remember, as the storms push northwards, it remains very humid and sultry and quite hot behind those storms across England and Wales, so we might generate some homegrown storms during the course of Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. That could be something to watch out for. And then eventually the whole lot just clears away to the evening. By the time you get through to Thursday, we're into much cooler, fresher air mass. Finally, the high-resolution WRF model from meteoshield.fo. You can find it still on the links page. This is a precipitation forecast for Tuesday. It's showing some showers across parts of Wales and western Scotland during the course of Tuesday morning. And then we go through into Tuesday afternoon, and we find that things start to get a little bit more vibrant. So during the course of Tuesday evening, for example, we're beginning to generate some storms across Scotland. Otherwise, fair amount of dry weather. And then overnight, Tuesday into Wednesday, there's those thunderstorms developing down in the southwest. This is 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. Some heavy showers and thunderstorms across parts of South Wales, southwestern England as well. They push northwards and eastwards, but only affecting the western side of the country. So this is similar to the thundery stuff that we've had through the course of this summer so far, where the east and southeast hasn't really had much. So this is 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, where we see we've got thunderstorms through the Irish Sea towards Wales, also getting in towards the Midlands as well. But notice much of the south and southeast is actually missing these storms, actually staying dry. That's been the way with the thundery breakdowns that we've had this summer. As far as we can go with WRF is 8 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, where those thunderstorms begin to push up towards northern parts of England, particularly through North Wales and into the Irish Sea, probably heading towards parts of Northern Ireland as well. We can't go any further than 8 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday at this stage with the WRF model. So we'll begin to get this within the time frame of these high-res models a little bit more tomorrow. But at the moment, it looks like it's going to be mainly focused for southern parts of the country on Tuesday night, pushing northwards through the early hours of Wednesday. Parts of Wales and the Midlands might get over to East Anglia and South East England. It's a little bit touch and go on that at this stage. And then during the course of Wednesday morning, the storms carry on pushing north into northern England and Scotland, probably losing their intensity as they do so. Behind those storms, it's very hot and sultry and humid, and we might generate more downpours in the south on Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday evening and into the early hours of Thursday sees a whole lot swept away by a cold front, and then that's the end of a little mini heat wave, much cooler and fresher by Thursday. Probably do another storm watch tomorrow or Tuesday. Keep checking back for more. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.